Hello once more. Welcome back to some Kingdom Death Monster. Season 3 of the Persistent Campaign. I am back from hanging out with friends. There's still some time of the day. Or at the very least, I'm wired. It's already 2:46 in the morning. So, of course, why not just stay up and play some KDM? We're gonna go hunt a Gorm. I think we're ready to depart. So let's just get going. We have one survival for departing. I don't think I wanted to move anything else around. Hopefully they're set up decently enough. And then we get max survivor on telemetry. Maybe telemetry should be somewhere else instead of the tank. But because they... you know what? Maybe telemetry should be doing bone darts on this run, since they're always first. I probably wouldn't mind throwing bone darts first. No, actually, I think I don't want to do that. Let's keep him as the tank. I just can't min-max getting 3 survival on somebody else who could make use of it. Their prima donna will be joining us. It's okay. I'm not gonna... We already have like 4 gimped persons. Let's not have more gimped persons. We're going back for the Gorm. I suspect, with my luck, we will hit Gorm climate. Obviously, because it's coming up. But we may end up dismantling Negrido. And no matter what happens, I think we absolutely have to innovate so that we have a buffer, especially if we end up dismantling Negrido to prevent the rain, because I can't afford to sacrifice all the resources in the storage since it includes the hunt resources as well. We have teal going first this time, followed by white, purple, brown. Now, if we get the same hunt card a 3rd time in a row, I'm going to assume that the script is broken for some reason. And I'm going to shuffle all of these myself. So, we'll find out. But yeah. Was there any other departing bonus? I don't think so. We have everyone evasion token. I'm just double checking what all we have. This is KDM. Things are getting slightly more complicated, as always. And I want to double check this too. Let's see. I just want to remember what it did. I think we're ready for the hunt, so I'm gonna get rid of the hunt party. Let's move here. Ubilk. Horizon of Bones. Thank goodness it's something different. Now watch, this one is gonna kill us. The darkness ahead is filled with steady flashes of green light. Enormous piles of jagged bones forebodingly line the horizon in an unbroken line. Inhuman, mournful laughter echoes through the air. If any survivor has 5+ hunt XP and 3+ courage, we can press forward, fearfully sneaking through the bone wall. All survivors gain +1 courage. Otherwise, roll a random hunt event if no survivor has 5+ hunt XP and 3+ courage. So Horizon of Bones, pretty good event, right? It's only got a positive. This is our first random hunt. We have gone 3 years. We're on year 3. Not a single random hunt event rolled. We've finally rolled a random hunt event. We got 19. Okay. Let's, exhalation of darkness. The survivors are enveloped in a steamy darkness that dims their lantern lights. They become separated from each other and hopelessly lost. If a survivor has the leader fighting art, they boldly stride into the clammy darkness and gather everyone. Otherwise, each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor, or survivors, become a straggler. And the stragglers roll another d10. Now, we do not have a leader. We do have an orator of death. That kind of is like a leader, right? So we'll go left to right as we do with the dice. Alright, straggler detected. It is Ubilk. Ubilk is rolling on the chart. A 6. You bang into a giant stone face's nose. Suffer 1 head event damage. Alright. 9 plus is funny. You're not sure how, but your hands are full. Alright, so we took a head damage. That is a heavy head injury already. I'm gonna wish that they had the healing potion now, but hey. You can never know what's gonna happen during the hunt. Alright, Ubilk got lost in the darkness and bumped his head. The mating fields. Hey, we can all choose to investigate this. I don't mind the damage to the legs or brain. I'm gonna hope for Gorm resources, and we will all gain a courage. We will all investigate this. More courage. 9s and 10s, please. And the game hates me. So 2 leg damage, 2 brain damage. Is there anything else in this card? No. Alright. Let's brain, leg, brain, leg. All we gained was some courage and some damage. Sigrun. We have a random hunt event. This is the first time we've made it to the actual 3rd space on the hunt chart table too. A 95. Grim and frostbitten. There's a dead stillness in the air. The atmosphere becomes thick with worry, and the survivors carry on nervously. A bitter, evil cold sets in, and there is no shelter. The survivors huddle together for warmth, shivering loudly. Unless a survivor has armor gear at each hit location, they lose quarry monster level survival. Alright, so -1, -1, -1. Telemetry is roasty toasty though, and they are a prima donna. So TLDR, this hunt face. Our hunt faces aren't great. Let's hope we have a nice hunt. I'm gonna need some crits. I just want some extra Gorm resources to take home. I don't have a crit build going for me, to be fair. And I can't even use our character who gained luck until I fix them. So things are gonna be a struggle for a while. A weird early game, you know, it's not great. It could be so much worse, but this feels mediocre. I guess our equipment is pretty decent though. Another debris. We could get another sword. Hopefully we get a basic resource out of this though. Would love a 4 to 6. Yeah, so stone columns this time. I'm gonna have telemetry head towards the tall grass as soon as possible. Let's embiggen our characters here. And put a stone column over there. This guy didn't check. What is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna put the stone columns like that. Where does debris go? Table? Board edge? Who wants to have this? We probably don't have to throw a bone dart turn 1. They already have a bone blade, but I'll have we'll have Sigrun. We'll have Sigrun do it. So I'm gonna put Sigrun here. The debris can be next to them. We'll have Ubilk over here. Faust over here. Telemetry wants to tank the first hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have Sigrun here, and then they have to be up there. I'll let telemetry be in the middle, and then I can decide what I want to do afterwards. Ubilk is 1 over. Alright. Let's do it to it. We have ourselves a Haunty. And the monster gets the first turn. Before we get started, on arrival bonuses, we gain 1 survival, 1 insanity, because we do have stone noses. I do not believe I have any other benefits. I may want to Orator Death on turn 1. So that Ubilk has some sanity to work with, or insanity. Make him a little crazed for combat. What are you doing? Strobe. Face the most survivors and target all survivors in the monsters facing. Intimidate all targets. Alright. And then turn to face the opposite board edge. If we don't roll a single 2 here, this will be unfortunate as an opener card. It's kind of an annoying one. We'll do left to right. We do have a 1, so that's good. So 1, 2, 3. It's purple, brown, and white. Purple, brown. Damn, good dodge, Ubilk. Ubilk was, because he's sane, he was like, oh god, green light, covered his eyes. Everyone else just stared at it like an idiot. Ubilk only has 1 survival though, but I guess I'm gonna pick up on this round. Damn, I should have had Ubilk in the thing. Alright, turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge. Well, let's see. How do we want to handle this? This is an interesting situation. I'm gonna encourage. Ubilk's gonna have to pray for the best. We're gonna encourage Sigrun to stand. And Ubilk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just attack. So let's use our new Acid Tooth Dagger. 2 dice, 7 up to hit, 2 strength. If we get a perfect hit, it'll be yeah. Let's move all the dice on the board this time. I said I want to focus on the board more. It's just so much easier when playing to be close to where at the hit numbers, you know. But yeah, any perfect hit would make an auto success on the wound. We got 2 fails there, so nothing hit this time around. That is Ubilk's turn. Sigrun will also expend a courage. Telemetry skips their turn because they have to go first. So they just stayed knocked down. Unfortunately, there's no point in picking them up. Well, yeah, there's no point in picking them up. Their turn was passed. So, you know what? I'm not gonna encourage. Well, I could hit with the Gax. Let's just do damage. All right, I'll encourage. We'll pick up Faust. We'll roll on the debris chart. 4, 5, 6, please. That is a 2. You find nothing, but it's not archived. Alright, we're gonna move 1, 2 over to the left, like so. Get a little further away. We do have the bone darts, so that's fine. And then we'll have Faust come up to the Gorm's backside and utilize the Greater Gax. Hits on 6s. We have a perfect hit. That doesn't do anything for us because we do not have a red and green, unfortunately. So we simply hit. the back strap of the mammoth. And what we do have is for strength. Oh, let me check my characters again. Okay, we have an extra strength on the Dingle Hero, the Lantern here. Nice. Failure. Face the opposite board edge and full move forward in a straight line. Gorm's going this way. Full moving forward in a straight line. Knocking my hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go to the right since we're in the middle. I can choose which way they go. We don't want to knock down Sigrun by colliding into them. Alright. Good turn one. Our turn ones have been nothing but absolutely spectacular. I did not Orator to death. I went for the damage. Oh well. Next turn. The Gorm. Oh good. Hiccup. So, we could farm Hiccup again. Furthest survivor in range is the target. No one is adjacent, so no one gets knocked down. And then perform Wretch. Remember, it doesn't turn for Hiccup, which is one of the things that always confuses me. There's no indication that it turns, so I don't know why it picks a target. Because that's the abusable part. This thing should just not pick a target. Let me look up pick target. I just want to make sure I am playing that correctly, because now I'm tempted to get infinite insanity on people. You know, people that can go out. This is not the right book. Monsters. Pick target does not move, or does it turn the face? Let me get to the showdown. Yeah, it doesn't turn it, so we can abuse this. He's gonna go 1, 2, Wretch in these 10 tiles here, and then Hiccup goes back on the AI deck. I think I will abuse this again. I see no reason not to. What was his target? The furthest in range. He was here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just 4. It's the tiles in between. 1, 2, 3. So it was brown or teal. We're equidistant. This is back on top of the deck, right? Okay. That is the Gorm's turn. We get up. We have to go first. I'll scry the AI deck here. Just has Wallop. We'll keep them in the same order. So he's going to be hiccuping all the way up. We're going to move up 5, and their turn. I'm going to fast forward this. If you guys watch the second video of the season, you know exactly what's going to happen. And he's in the same position. So we're just gonna speed it along. We'll do Sigrun next though. Fetch this debris pile. We get a 3, so we find nothing. Sigrun can stay there. Faust will just move over to here, and Ubilk for 5 move over to there. Alright, so Gorm goes, Gorm hiccups. Here's the card. Feel free to pause and read it, those of you that are skipping to this video or something. This is an infinite loop that the Gorm has, and because we're playing, so in single player normally you don't have monster controller, right? So normally you wouldn't beat this, but I like keeping monster controller and treating it like we're a 4-player party, because, you know, getting my friends together to play this is very hard to do. There's this thing called life, and everyone has one. Anyway. Since we're playing with the monster controller and the person who's targeted gains insanity, this is a abusable AI card to get infinite insanity without doing anything. Now his furthest target was not pink, because he picks before he moves. Pink was the closest. Alright, so on air turn, telemetry goes first. We'll try to get something out of this debris again. We do roll the perfect 10, so now we have a scrap sword. And we archive this terrain piece. And the scrap sword is a weapon crafter weapon. Quite a powerful one, always nice to have. Will help with the butcher for sure. We'll just leave it here. If we can get double red and blue, we can give it deadly, otherwise it has barbed. And a lot of power and good accuracy. Alright, after that we'll just walk with this hiccuper. So here's what I'm gonna do. Everyone's gonna stay still, right? So hiccup happens, he moves 2. So he's there. Everyone will stay still. Hiccup happens. 1, 2. Same thing, hiccup. 1, 2. I'm not bothering to keep tabs on who is the furthest. Currently purple is, right? Although purple wasn't before. Teal wasn't before either. It was white. I think white was the furthest the whole time. Oh, he was too forward. White's not the furthest. So right now, purple's always the furthest. So next turn, hiccup happens. We'll let him get to the wall. We'll let him get in position. We gain 1 insanity. And then next turn, hiccup happens. Alright, and now we set ourselves up. So we want to be out of the hiccup range, which is actually this tile. We do not want to be on that tile. Telemetry has to move first, so they can go over here. And then Sigrun or Faust can go here. Ubilk can go here. Alright, so whose turn is it at the moment? It's Teal. Teal wants to be the furthest, so Teal will go here instead. And then next turn, now the Gorm's on the back wall, they start sliding, because whenever a monster moves against the wall, they instead like slide along it. To be tricky, we are out of range. It's a 5x4 grid for Hiccup. So he doesn't throw up on us. Ubilk gains an insanity. And then we can keep repositioning people. What was it? White is next. So we want white to be the furthest next, and white has to go first. So they're gonna keep like dancing around each other, and then these two can back up and come in, or these two can. I want to get it back where Last time it worked better because we didn't have 4, we had 3 people. Now that we have 4 people, it's a little more awkward because there's movement that's happening. But white's the furthest right now. We can move him back to the right side, and then it's going to be purple that wants to be the furthest, so we'll move purple left 1. We'll get brown left 1 too. Let me see if I can set this up so it makes sense in my head. The hiccup happens, we can slide it back over. White was the furthest, and then white has to go first. No longer the furthest. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple is the furthest. And then green just moves in. So we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to move each other in and out each turn. And he's just going to go left and right. So I'm going to fast forward it, like I've been saying. Starting with purple, who I just added. Or, no, we didn't do purple yet. So starting with purple now. I'm going to do this until everyone gets 1,000 insanity. That means these guys are going to be at like 1,010. So we're just going to farm 3 mental damage and hope that we get the immortal disorder later for maximum tomfoolery. Alright. And then this will be 1,012. Won't take too long, but let me see if I can more rapid fire my clicker here. It'll take a moment. But yeah, they're gonna keep doing the song and dance. I'm not gonna waste time actually playing out the abuse, but we're gonna do the abuse. We're gonna say we did it. This person will have 1,001. And this person will have 1,012 as well. Can't wait until we roll the clarity and we lose all insanity. I have to ping this back down because we did random into what is it? Challenge the Dark or whatever. Alright. Accept the Dark. So now that happens, that would be white is the last turn. So when white gets picked as a target, monster goes, now it's our turn. And we're gonna stop here. So now we want to set up where we can fight this guy. What was the next card? I'm gonna say at one of those 1,000 turns, we looked at this again. Closest threat in field of view in range. Alright, I want this to come after me, so on this turn, we're going to scry with white and put Wallop on top. And then white's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the grass. We are the closest threat, so we will take the hit. And then we want everyone else to set up positionally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be over here with Sigrun. This Gorm is gonna move 1 left, which means it hits this tile with the throw up. Telemetry is gonna go first. Sigrun can maybe get to the backside. Or no, Sigrun's got the ranged weapon. They have a scrap sword now too, though, and I might just use that. I need to be careful of the duration card. We've seen it come up twice, and we know it might be there again. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The greater Gax, I believe, has reach. Yes, we don't need to be adjacent. I will use the scrap sword since we don't need to be adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, they're equidistant, which is fine because we get to choose who's getting hit. And then Ubilk will be over here. We'll end our turn. I don't think there's any other maneuver we want to do. Because I can, we'll say that Faust did Orator of Death for the round. I should save that just in case we lose all insanity and I need to replenish 2 for maximum safety, but we'll just do that. And then we end our turn, and now we'll resume playing normal. You know, no more cheesing. I'm not opposed to cheesing AI when they give us stuff like Hiccup, though, you know? I will always abuse it in this game. So, Wallop, closest threat in field of view in range is a 2-way tie. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to white, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to brown. We're gonna go to white, like so. And then white dodges this on a 5 because we have +3 evasion. Well, we get hit on a 5. We dodge on a 4. So we do get hit. It's 2 dice. We do get hit twice. You would think I could handle a 50%. Twice in the head. I will spend my dodge to avoid one of those. We'll see if we keep our survival. We do. At least our rawhide armor is working. We'll take 1 damage to the head. That's a solid wallop. And now it's our turn to get revenge on the Gorm. The telemetry has to go first. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4 get into this spot here. I will use the bone axe. So 2 dice. Hits on 6s. Didn't mean to launch the grass. We have 1 perfect hit. This is not a perfect hit thing, right? I don't think I have any perfect hit benefits. Okay, we get this right away, so this is gonna ruin my plans. Alright, Gorm will, you know, full move to the attacker, do 1 damage to the head location. I don't think it knocks us down, right? And then face the most survivors, so he's tied between 2 and 2. We'll have him face these 2, and they suffer 1 brain damage and are knocked down. So, since we're losing telemetry's attack regardless here. See, this is why we will abuse the monsters, because they have traps, and we don't like the traps. 1 brain damage, 1 brain damage. I do need to watch out for our head though. We've just been hit a lot on the head. Let's start with we're gonna start with Ubilk. We'll see if we can get some acid tooth dagger going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll 2 dice for the dagger. There's a 9 and a 4. The 9 hits. Not a perfect though. We are on the flank, so we get +2 for this attack, which means we have 4 strength at the moment, 2 and 2. So we wound on a 4. It's a 70%. We do get a crit. That's very nice. Gorm's teeth rain to the ground. The attacker gains 1 random Gorm resource and 1 courage. The rare showdown courage. We actually are getting the showdown bold trait. Let me do the wound first. Let me get the Gorm resource as well. Nice crit. Alright, Milky Eye. When this resource is gained, select a survivor to gain 3 insanity. I guess Ubilk is slightly behind the others in the insanity department. Okay, and we gain bold. So let's roll this die here. That is a 1. We obtain Stalwart. We ignore being knocked down by brain trauma and intimidation actions. Gain a +1 strength token. Stalwart, very nice ability. I wish it was easier to acquire, but it is not easy to acquire at all. We'll have to remember that they are now immune to getting knocked down from these intimidation effects. Stalwart. +1 strength token for the rest of the showdown. I feel like I always roll low on this stuff. The insight and bolds, man, I never roll high. Alright, good first swing. I'm going to maybe not pick up our guy. I think we'll cremate the boss. Well, the monster here. We're gonna move up one. Actually, we're gonna move here on the diagonal and use our reach 2 greater gax. That is deadly to hit the beast. Oh, I shouldn't bother attacking yet. Alright, we milled Hiccup. We got a hit. I just realized I should look and see if we can get ammonia back for free. Well, let's see what happens here. We critically fail. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge and full move in a straight line. We have yet to be screwed by that behavior the Gorm does. I mean, just never be in his ass and you're basically okay. Alright, we'll leave the other two knocked down. I think that's fine. Let's do next turn. I should fish for the piss card. See if he has it in the deck. So backslap, closest threat facing is nobody. Closest threat in field of view will be Brown. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, turn around. And then one dice hits on a 2. We don't have any evasion. May want to dodge this though so that we don't knock down the other guy. Does hit us on a 9. Let's see what gets hit. The body. I'll dodge this one. I'll have to be because backslap it actually punished my positioning here. So we'll dodge this one so I don't get knocked back. And then Gorm faces target. Alright, we get up. Let's have telemetry go. Oh, Brown was the target. Brown gained an insanity. Telemetry. We'll move 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's move after. We were here. I think. We were like here. Let me scry. Alright, we want to get rid of Scratch and Aggravated Bite, so let's try to do 2 wounds if possible. We'll put Scratch on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't want to be in range of the thing. We'll move straight like this. I'll have... Who's healthier? We'll have Ubilk go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Acid Dagger. Acid Tooth Dagger. That is 1 hit with the 7. We do have a wound equals Wretch. That's only a 4 though. 4 and 2 plus 1 is only 7. We do not wound, so he will not Wretch. You have a good night. Friend's heading to bed. Yep. Let me silence the Discord because now I realize I didn't do that. Alright. Faust. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack the Gorm with the greater Gax from this side. We do have 1 hit with the 6. Let's hope we don't fail. We do get a 5. 5 and 4 strength is 9. So that will be 1 wound. Scratch is off the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're the only one in facing, and we're out of range of Wretch. Wretch would hit this tile up to here. So I will throw Bone Dart on this turn and see if we can't hit the other card. That is a perfect hit. Do you hit the Mammoth's hand? Only roll 3 though, that will be a failure. So basic action targeting the attacker will happen. It's 2 dice. Hits on 4s, so 1 miss, 1 hit. Thank you, Tall Grass, although you rolled a 1, so you failed regardless. We will take 1 body damage. I will not dodge that. Excuse me. And I think that wraps it up for our turn. So let's see what. He's doing the aggravated bite, right? Closest threat facing in range is Sigrun, so looking for more 3 and unders. We do dodge 1. We are getting hit for 1. This just causes bleed, so I'm not opposed to letting it happen. 1 on the arm. I think that's acceptable. We will suffer a bleeding token. And that is aggravated bite taken care of. Telemetry has to go first. Let's scry the AI deck. Thunderfoot mood. And then rampaging is going to happen. Okay, we definitely don't want rampaging to happen. This is gone when he's wounded. And we have a ranged weapon, so I think we want to get rid of rampaging for sure. I'm gonna have telemetry move to 3 to the left. We'll have Sigrun go next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will use the scrap sword here. So scrap sword is 2 dice, hits on 5s, does 3 damage, so runes on 5s as well. We have 2 hits. We have paroxysm. Alright, so we're taking a damage to our head. That is a heavy head injury. We will get knocked down. And then it's going to turn to face the most survivors. Again, this is a 2-2 split, so I'll just leave them facing in. Ooh, I have Stalwart. It'll be more advantageous for me to have him face these 2. And Ubilk and Faust will take the brain damage. So Faust is knocked down. Ubilk is not knocked down because he is not knocked down from brain traumas and intimidate actions. Actually, does this count as an intimidate? No, it doesn't. It's not an intimidate. It just says we're knocked down. Then never mind. I will pick them up. Or at least pick one of them up. I'll still let them go down. We'll do an encourage action with telemetry in between survivor turns here. We actually lose a survival. We'll pick up Faust. And we'll have to leave the other guy knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get into flank range this time with Faust. Sigrun is going to get wretched. I think Ubilk will be out of range of Wretch here. You know, if a Wretch happens. Or we just don't hit. In which case, we'll let the monster take its turn. Yeah, I don't want to encourage. A basic action is happening after this rampage, though. There's no guarantee I mill the card. I think we'll suffer the wrath of the rampage. It is unavoidable. We hit the trap card. Make sure I shuffle that. Rampaging. Closest threat facing in range is nobody. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the pick targets. We have no threats facing in range. So no target illuminates instead. Gorm's bulb increases in intensity, suddenly making the darkness light. Until the end of the next round, all survivors are now threats, even if they are knocked down or use an effect that says otherwise. Insane survivors are thrown into wild fits. They are knocked down. Alright, so Illuminate happened. We don't like Illuminate when we're doing Hiccup Abuse strats. Let's make a new token. We'll make it red. I was thinking of readdressing which color tokens I use here to remind myself of things. And red can, you know, be for the monster. So Illuminate's active. Should be on this card. Thankfully, Ubilk and Sigrun stand up at least. So if I want to avoid rampaging, we just want to not be in this facing. Everyone is a threat. Telemetry skips their turn because they have to go first. We'll have Sigrun go. Yeah, we'll just hit the side with Sigrun. So Scrap Sword once again here. We missed. Okay. Now what? Could throw a Founding Stone just so Stomping Ground is not a thing. I could encourage... Alright, if this doesn't work out for me, 2, 3, 4, then we will pick up the other guy. We'll attack with the Acid Dagger. We have 2 9s. Too bad I don't have Timeless Eye on Ubilk. That's the wrong deck. Okay. We don't want to be wretched. So, if we fail the first card, I'd rather it be this card here. 5 and 2 is 6, 7. We have a strength token, so that is 8. We do cause a wound. And thus no failure occurs. Second card. And that will be a 10, which is a wound. Fortunately, we have no luck. Also, unfortunately, I hit twice. So we got rid of the stopping card and hopefully not piss. We'll just let whatever happens here and go to the next turn. Posturing piss. I'm lucky. Now draw your rampage again. Alright, Wallop. Closest threat in field of view and range. That's everybody, because everyone's a threat due to Illuminate, right? Until the end of the next round. So this stays until the entire end of this entire round. That's monster and survivor's turn. That thing lasts for. So the closest is a 3-way tie. Healthiest is probably Faust. He's only 1 on the leg. So we'll let Faust take the hit here. This is a Wallop. 2 dice. Hits on 2s. That's 2 hits. Take it well, Faust. That's pretty good. Faust has the head armor. And arms, we'll take both. I won't use a dodge up. It's just 1 damage each. Alright, and then it's our turn. We start with telemetry. I will scry. I would like to get rid of strobe. I think strobe is infinitely more annoying to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get into the tall grass. Next kind of sucks because I don't want them to get thrown up on, and I don't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want purple to get knocked down, but we're gonna go brown first. It's the lesser of 2 evils, and I will swing with the greater Gax. Alright, we missed with the greater Gax. So now we get the best of all worlds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ubilk. Acid Tooth Dagger. That is a perfect hit, which means whatever this is, we get a successful wound. And he does have a super dense location. Oh shit, all my frail weapons are really bad. If I had known that, I would not have built the, I wouldn't have bothered building a bone axe because it's a waste of an organ resource if it breaks. Or thankfully, our dagger is not frail. That would be very saddening. So this just automatically succeeds. It's a wound. I can't roll for the crit. I don't think, because it just says auto success. Yeah. I think I can't roll for a crit. We can have Sigrun hit him in the backside. I may as well scrap sworded up. I don't think we have to worry about standing on his hind legs. 4 hits since we're in the blind spot. Damn it. This trap card's been on top a lot this time around. Yeah, it's 1 head damage. That is a severe head injury, so Sigrun might die here. Lag. Do I allow that because of the lag? I guess it was Destiny. Head explosion! There's nothing that Sigrun can do. They simply die to death. Let's mark them as so. Everyone else loses 1 survival because of the gruesome head explosion. That was Kron interfering with the RNG, and he's like, "You're gonna lose somebody right now, kiddo." God forbid I get away with abusing the thing and then coming out scot-free. Alright, where's Sigrun's, oh, they're probably listed as hidden, right? Let's move them all the way over, which is going to move the other people down 1. Trying to stay organized. That's Johnny. This is Vera. No one else shifted. Alright. We have a death. We will gain our principal later. Let's continue on. Illuminate is deactivated. Well, it was deactivated. No, it's deactivated when we end the turn. Sigrun is Gonzer's. And Ubilk went. I just didn't end it. So that is the end of that turn. Let's continue onward. And we have the back slap. Closest threat in facing is Faust. So we can move up. Back slap. It is a 4 that will hit some location on Faust. We have no survival left. And we're taking 1 to our arms. This is a heavy on the arms, so we will be knocked down. We just barely missed the stone column. Because this is knockback 5, not 7. And then he's going to face this way. Telemetry has to go first. I suppose we'll see some action here. Let's make sure the deck is shuffled. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's use our axe undeterred to the dense location that exists. You know, I hadn't seen it up till now. I actually thought it didn't have one. Alright, Wretch and Wretch. Let's do the Goiter first, because we don't want to fail. That's a success. 1 wound. And then we'll do the rear clubfoot, which is also a success. And then this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Wretch misses, doesn't hit anybody. Ubilk gets toppled backwards since the thing just started throwing up and backing off. We'll do an encourage and try to keep our survival with rawhide armor. We do keep it at 3. We'll encourage Ubilk so he stands up. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And swing with the acid tooth dagger. We do get 1 hit with an 8. Well, I'm in the back, unfortunately. So, oh, not a failure. We do wound with that. That is good. Hopefully Rampage is the card that's on top. Now, I'm ending my turn in the back. I think I forgot to do this earlier on someone too. But we are going to have to take a damage at the legs. So, the monster peed on me to assert dominance. Did someone else stay in the back? I don't think we were in the back, right? I think I went on the diagonal. I apologize if someone else went into the back because I honestly do not recall. We'll just keep it as is right now, and I need to, you know, this is a good reminder to make sure I'm always trying to pay attention to all the cards that are happening on the board. There's a lot to keep in mind, as usual. Let's get to the next turn. We'll leave Faust down, and we have Wallop. So closest threat in field of view in range is only telemetry. Which is good for us, because we like when telemetry gets hit, since they have the armor. They are hit twice. It would be nice if we dodged occasionally. 2 to the body. We'll take both. If telemetry is going to stay the tank, I can be aggressive. We'll take 1 and use our dodge up. We keep the dodge, so we stay at 3 survival. Take 1 damage to the body. Telemetry has to go first. Faust is back on their feet. We're gonna get into the spot here and just bone axe. Alright, 2 misses. We need 6s to hit. We do not have an accuracy. So we'll have Ubilk go next with their trusty dagger. That is 1 hit. Giant skull of the mammoth. We have failed, not successfully wounded. Okay, then we lost our bone dart again, because go figure. I'll just have Faust come over here. And we can adjust our skull helmet. You know, he's got to put it back on straight. I think that's a good move for Faust. Alright, wallop again. The closest start field of view and range. We get to choose. I'm going to choose telemetry. This time telemetry is the targets, so they're going to gain monster controller insanity. Because they feel freaked out about this. Can we roll a 2 or 1? We cannot. We get hit twice. Waist and body. Let's do a dodge on the body. It's the more common of the two, right? Take one on the waist. This is for rawhide armor. Alright, we're down a survival. One on the waist. Our turn. Telemetry is first. We move over here. We axe. Damn. Game hates me. The game hates me. Alright, Ubilk. Come over here. We dagger. Alright, we got an automatic success. Thank God it's not the trap. So this does count as a wound on Wretch will proc, which is fine. One more HP left. Wretch hits nobody. We were just past the no-go zone. So I'm gonna get in the middle of its face and we'll greater gax for the greater good. Please kill this thing. That is one hit. That is all we need. Come on, brother. A critical wound to go out on. The Gorm's pathetic howl emboldens the survivors. We've crit that one last time, too. Gain 1 survival. For the attacker, specifically. Alright, we kill the Gorm. He got a KO. Unfortunately, head injuries are 40% odds that you roll a less than 5. It feels like 100% sometimes when it comes to the damn head severe injury roll. But rest in peace, Sigrun. You will be remembered fondly. Alright, let's move these here. Let's move these to here. We gain ammonia once again. Because he's pissing, and our survivors are like, oh yeah, you remember that pungent thing we had at the camp? Why don't we just make that again? Alright. You know, you could take the wording on this card, because we did innovate it and then we lost it. So you could take it that we cannot gain ammonia a second time, but I actually have no idea how that works. I assume if we don't have it, we can get it. Get our hunt XPs. That's age 1. Age 1, age 1. Let's do that first for everybody. From left to right. We have a 5. Permanent strength. That's good. 16 permanent accuracy and 14 random fighting art. So strength, accuracy, random fighting art. This person gets timeless eye by some chance. Got tough. Tough's cool too. Alright, tough's cool. Especially for the tank, you know? I guess that's alright. The prima donna, and they've become toughened up from having to go first. Let's heal and reset our charts here. Let's gain our resources. Oh shit. Reset the deck. That should organize it, right? Yeah, I didn't mean to roll that one. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Hide is what I want to see. I want to see organs. Organs? I think we're good. I think I can make the thing. This helps too, because I want to innovate as well. Although since we gained ammonia, I don't have to innovate. But we do want to prep for, what's his name? Butcher Man. Let's leave this in the middle. Meaty rib, stout hide, stout vertebrae, and another meaty rib. I don't think we obtained anything that gives us something. We already did the Milky Eyes. And we get 3 endeavors. We do not have a tinker anymore. And update the death count happens after the fact. Showdown. Clean up the showdown. Let's do a... I'm thinking, hold up. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Let us do a settlement event. I think we're up to settlement event. Where's it like this? Yeah. Update timeline. We're on year 4. Dark Trader. Alright, we have lingering effects. There's a guy selling us crap that I'm not interested in buying. Quite honestly. So, Dark Trader is active, and then Gorm Climate happens. If we could just have a decent Gorm Climate roll, that would be nice. Where is the Gorm Climate? There we go. Okay, so add Gorm Climate to the next year on the timeline. Yeah, I would like to innovate and look for music immediately so we can get rid of this crap. Okay, an 8. Does the settlement have storytelling? No, we do not. Settlement struggles against the quaking ground, linking arms to brace themselves against the storm. Nominate a survivor with 0 Hun XP. They draw strength from the settlement's determination and gain 1 courage. Well, enjoy your courage, unnamed, unidentified person who happens to live in the Lantern Horde with the rest of us. Okay, so we dodged the worst of it. We get a random basic resource when we update the death counter, which we're at 3. This isn't, I don't think I need to manage anything in there. Not even sure what I want from this. A hide. Hide's good. Hide's good. Okay, so what do we want to accomplish? First, we check the Gormery for finishing the armor set. We do not have Handed Skull. We do have Bones. We do not have the means for the suit, but we don't need the... Do you need the regen suit for the thing? The armor set? I actually don't know. Did I not copy? I saw it on the top right. I did not copy the rawhide armor. It's like this. I know this was at 11. Gorman armor. Oh yeah, if you have the suit, you get 2 to all locations, but you don't need the suit. Alright, let me look at what the which armor we should make. Probably the sleeves or the boots. Boots let you walk through your allies, if I recall. Yes. The sleeves. You may guard without spending survival. Which the guard command is on the armor. We don't have shields yet. We've not obtained the hand. So I think the boots are more useful. That would be a stout hide and a bone. Rib blade is cool. I'm not too worried about it right now. I have other priorities. What does the vertebra get us on this thing? Armor spikes. I do not have a scrap currently. And armor spikes are Let me copy this because we're likely making this. If adjacent to the monster, when you suffer a severe body injury, the monster suffers a wound once per round. It's specifically a severe body injury, though. So armor spikes are a little niche. If it was just any severe, like any severe injury, not just body, maybe not brain trauma, but if it was any of the 5, then it would be good. But because it's specifically body, I don't know if it's worthwhile to build that. Maybe if we're really bored, we can meme around with it down the road. Gorm sleeves have green to the left, which combines with a monster grease, which means I could activate the Greater Gax's ability if I desire to. I don't think I'm too concerned about that right now. What I'm thinking I want to do, nothing else uses the vertebrate, right? No. We don't have heat yet. Thinking I want to build a barber surgeon. That's 3 organs and a hide. What does the milky eye make? The pulse lantern, which knocks the enemy down. We have to get a thyroid though. And the stout heart makes the Gorm. What does the Gorm do? Yeah, Gorm is pretty good support item. Alright. I'm gonna probably waste this. So it's 3 organs and a hide. And an endeavor, right? To make the barber surgeon. And then I can try to get rid of Fear of the Dark on some people. And I would like to... I think we don't really need the vertebra. So we can innovate. I could keep the stout heart and use this as an organ instead. And then I have one of each left. Which the barber surgeon... Is there anything I can make with that? I don't think so. We need pictograph, we need pottery for a lot of things. We need a perfect bone, a perfect hide, and a perfect organ. The main thing I want is trepanning. Which is not guaranteed to land a 3 to 6. It's a 40% chance. Or 10. So there's a 50% chance that we get what we want. And then a 20% chance that we fuck up. I think we do this now. I can make a bandage so that we have bandages for the butcher. For maximum safety. Yeah, I think I like this. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna get the barber surgeon unlocked. 3 organs, 1 hide. We're gonna make Gorm legs just to have some leg armor. Onto the Gorm suit guy. We're going to make bandages, which I'll give to the Gorm suit person. And then we want to innovate. I should innovate before I do anything else, but... Inner lantern, lantern oven. We will take inner lantern and unlock surge. And now we can watch somebody else die because my rolling is really bad typically. These are inner lantern, yeah. Alright, we have the surge survival action, and we have 5 innovations. So the inscrutable asshole shows up and does Twilight Night things, probably ruining one of our returning survivors, especially one with high insanity. I forget how it works exactly. Hooded Knight. Alright. Hooded Knight's motives are inscrutable. Roll below on a mysterious agenda. Okay, it's an 8. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered parcel into the hands of the returning survivor with the most hunt XP. If tied, randomize. The Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business. If there are no returning survivors, then the knight leaves with unfinished business. So we have a 3-way tie. I have to randomize. Who is now a Twilight nerd? It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reroll. So Ubilk is a Twilight nerd. I guess I'm okay with that. Sucks that our stalwart guy is getting it. Add unfinished business 4 years from now. Or Hooded Knight 4 years from now to the timeline. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, 8. Hooded Knight. We gain the Twilight Sword rare gear. Now, this is the updated thing. I have in my, what is it? I always forget how this works. Wait. Let me double check. Yeah, we haven't unlocked the Alice in the Twilight Night white box things, and I think I have it on my list as one of the rewards. So we're not going to do the extra stuff, we only gain the Twilight Sword. We have to unlock that first. I need to switch to black so that I can be the game master. Alice in the Twilight Night. Yeah, I have it written in the parentheses. It's technically already added. This is actually not true. The technically already added as 1.5. The scan of the book since 1.5 for Tabletop Simulator is a scan of somebody who added the promo to their book. It wasn't just given for free. So we have to unlock this before we can get the extra stuff from it. That's all I wanted to point out. That is something I verified a while ago, I do recall. This hide turned into bandages. We have a Twilight Sword. As far as I'm concerned, Ubilk is now dead as well. So we just want him to sit around and dawdle with the Twilight Knight. I'm not going to engage with the Twilight thing. Which means he can come on the next hunt with us and maybe die. We'll just leave this in the corner of their gear grid. Alright. We will... just so I can stall... We'll adapt the Twilight Sword. Okay. Let us take we have +1 strength. I don't know how long they plan on surviving for, but I will attempt to make this person a fist and tooth. I said I'd take it easier this game, not gonna rush straight into 2/2s, especially not Gorms. But we'll do fist and tooth. We'll do axe. I wanted to start working on dagger, but fist and tooth is just so good if we can get it. And then people keep dying, which sucks. Right, the next thing we're gonna do, where is a Fear of the Dark Vera? Vera would be really good taking that axe, actually. Because it's deadly. We are going to Trepan Vera and hopefully roll a 3 to 6 or a 10. That is a 1, so Vera has suffered intracranial hemorrhage. They can no longer use or gain any survival. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. The bleeding token doesn't matter. So we'll have to try to fix that too. I've spent a lot of endeavors fixing this character. This is how my luck is. Wait, let me do that. Rolled a damn 1. Come on, Kron. Throw me a damn bone here, there. Alright. And we can delete this. Intracranial hemorrhage. They can't use or gain survival, which is annoying. But, you know, if I can get rid of Fear of the Dark, that would be still really good. Since we're out of endeavors, we have nothing else going on with our lives. The megalophobia people can do this fight, because this guy isn't a megalo. So I'm just gonna take out Naku. Alright. We will... yeah, may as well have everyone who's fucking stupid and insane, right? I think I'll just roll with this team. And this person can do... what weapon do I want? Like, sword's okay. I do want to work on dagger. The problem is we're mostly fighting, I want to do sword for them because they're not sticking on the Gorm battles. Telemetry has to go first. I would really, really like to have somebody else using this armor so that we can gain additional survival. Should I make is it fecal salve? What gives you a survival? It is fecal salve. stone nose too, but I can't craft another one of those, right? So we'll get 2. We will get 1 and be at 2. This person will get none. I think considering the circumstances, I will swap telemetry. Let's do this manually this time. Let's not do it manually. It's because these don't update, right? Right now the evasion's the permanent token that's being tracked. Oh yeah, we're taking Naku out. So welcome back, Naku. We have Faust, Ubilic, and Telemetry. We shall fight the Butcher with this squad. But we'll do that next time. I'm gonna park it here because it's 4 o'clock. This actually went on longer than I thought it would. I'm only thinking I'm gonna swap these 2 purely so that Ubil can get some extra, what do you call it, survival for carrying the rawhide armor set. And telemetry. Ubilk also has the sword. Since they have rawhide armor, it could be important for them to actually use Bone Dagger. What is this thing again? Like 9 accuracy? Slow, can only roll 1 dice. Cursed, can't leave it. Cumbersome, cost movement to use. Sentient. Sentient, I think, is you can't have gear with other in your gear grid, or you can't activate if you have gear with other in your gear grid. You can tell how much I use this sword, right? Surprised they haven't buffed this sword at all to make it slightly more enticing to utilize, considering its very niche use of going up against the Watcher. Twilight. No, what am I looking for? Looking for the keyword. Sentient. I must be blind. It's gotta be before sharp, right? Oh, there it is. Must be insane to activate the gear. Oh, that's sentient. And irreplaceables, it's lost when you die. Anything else that I should consider purchasing? Yeah, I think we're about ready for the hunt. So next time we play, we will. I should throw like some of the noobs in against the Butcher, but we'll go against the Butcher with this party, attempt to gain some weapon experience, or lose everybody trying. you know, whichever happens. This bone blade, I'm gonna take this off of air. No, let's leave it on the gear grid. I don't think anything will happen to it. I'm gonna pass the failing stone to Gax person, though. I'm gonna pass the axe. Nah. We'll pass this failing stone over to them so that they have an open slot. Alright, hopefully things go well against the Butcher. As always, thanks for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed listening in and whatnot, watching some more Kingdom Death Monster. We'll continue next time I get around to playing some. Take care out there.